Rocking, ready to go live. Perfect. Welcome to FasterFreedom live edition here. I think this is our third one we've done on Wednesdays now, third or fourth. So anyways, in this live, I'm going to talk a little bit about the market. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I think the market's going to do, about our company and what we do. And then I'm also going to answer questions. I want this to be Q&A. So let me know where you're from if you're just logging on, and then put your questions in the chat box. We got TikTok here. We got YouTube up there. So we're going to be answering questions and just kind of going through what the market's doing right now. So let me know where you're from in there. Make sure to like, comment, and share this. I'd really appreciate that if you give this video a like, if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Also, would really appreciate you sharing this with anybody you know that maybe would want to ask a question, because I'm just going to give my best advice I can for free on here in the next 15 to 20 minutes. So like, share, and comment. Let me know where you're from. We got Nebraska out here. Thanks for being here, Nebraska. We got KG Stick, which I believe is George. Got Killer Cheese, just got lovely names. That is an angry SpongeBob SquarePants. So I see the questions. Keep the questions coming. I am going to definitely answer them. I'm going to talk a little bit about the market, but keep the questions going in the chat box. Like I said, and make sure to like this video if you are on YouTube or Facebook. I would really appreciate that. So market update. The market is hot right now. I don't know if you knew that or not, or if you have heard or all, but the market is doing extremely well right now. I talk about this a lot on these lives and all my platforms, but just want to quickly go into why the market's hot if you did or did not know. The market is hot for a few main reasons. The first is supply is extremely low. There's not enough houses out there for the people that are looking to buy. Demand is extremely high. There's a lot of people wanting to look at a house. So every house that goes on the market, there's literally 20 or 30 people that are ready to make an offer. So just think about that. If the house is priced at $250,000 and there's 15 or 20 people that are interested, the house is going to go for more than asking. So that's supply and demand is off, as opposed to usually that $250,000 house, there's 5-ish people that are super interested. So bidding wars with the more people. So it's kind of the supply and demand issue. If you're just logging on, we're talking market update, and we are going to get into real estate investing. Let me know where you're from in the chat box and get your questions going. Thank you, Anna Banana. We are good. All right, so where else are we from? Hello from Michigan. If you're commenting where you're from, make sure to give this video a like too. That really helps. If you're watching this after the fact, the recording, give this video a like too. I'd really appreciate that. From South Africa as well. If you're on TikTok, thank you for being here. You're more than welcome to go to YouTube. I'm going to interact with questions there. So pull your questions, throw your questions in the chat box. Let's get to questions and get going here. Augustine, do I need to involve a lawyer and a CPA ASAP when starting? So the answer is yes and no. You don't necessarily need to have everything buttoned up when you get started. I would not wait to get everything buttoned up with a CPA and a lawyer before I got started. However, eventually, as I got going, I would definitely do that. I would make sure you have a good real estate lawyer you know that you can call. I would make sure that you have a good CPA or bookkeeper that's running your books, so you're being able to take advantage of all the tax benefits of real estate investing. So yes and no. So definitely start to work towards that, but do not let that delay you in getting started. You can and should get started now. You can use contracts you find online. You can use title companies. You can lean on other investors. Shoot, make sure you're following my TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram for all of the free stuff that we give away that can really help. So don't wait to get started, but get started. What's going on? Hello, boss. What's up, Alt Guy Crypto? Again, let me know where you guys are from. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, give this video a like, please. Oklahoma checking in. Nice. Keep the questions coming. What is your favorite place to wholesale? So wholesaling real estate is buying a property at a discount or getting a property under contract to purchase at a discount and then marking it up $5 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 30 grand, whatever it is, and then selling that property to an end user, somebody that has the funds, someone that's going to close and fix it up and sell it or fix it up and rent it. So that's what wholesaling is. You're kind of like an intermediary. I didn't even do it right there. We're going to move on from a house seller and a house buyer. Usually the buyer's an investor, usually the seller's distressed. You connect the two and get paid a fee for that. So what is your favorite place to wholesale? Right where I am, we only wholesale locally. I know a ton of people that wholesale virtually. We're in St. Louis, if you can't tell by the arch behind me. So we're in St. Louis, and we do all of our stuff locally. So there's a ton of people that virtually invest, virtually wholesale. You can do that, but we do it here locally. So this is my favorite place for sure. Keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. Can you do the BRRRR method outside the US, in Europe, for example? So I believe that you can, but I'm not going to say for sure. I know that there are definitely different laws, shoot, even in Canada, right above where we're at, but I know you can in Canada. But I know there's different laws in Europe and in different countries and different things. Most of the time, there is some kind of workaround. You're using somebody else's money to buy a property. That's what the BRRRR method is. It stands for buy, rehab, rent, refinance, and scale if you want to do it right. It's buying rental property at a discount using other people's money. So I would assume over in Europe, you can borrow money from somebody, privately and buy something and then create value and then take it to a bank and they'll give you a loan on it if it cash flows as a good investment. That's kind of what the BRRRR method is, using somebody else's money to buy something. You're adding value to it. It cash flows. And then at a certain point, you take that property that cash flows and it's fixed up to the bank and they say, great property, I'll give you a loan on it, and then that loan pays back that initial lender. So I would assume it works over there, but not for sure. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, please give this video a like. I only see a couple likes, and share this video. I would appreciate that. I'm answering questions from STL. Yo, nice. All right, here is another question. Keep the questions rolling, throw them in the chat box. Make sure to throw them there as well, and we'll keep rolling through, going live here for a little bit longer. All right, so let's say you make $2K from a property and you pay the lender with the loan. You make $2,000 from a property and you pay the lender with the loan. How much of that $2K goes to the loan and how much you save for repairs? All right, so I'm assuming you're talking about rental. So you got $2,000 a month rent coming in, and you have a mortgage with a mortgage on that property. The fact that you have $2,000 a month rent coming in, hopefully you're all in that property for $200,000 or less. So that being said, of that $2,000 a month you're getting from your renter, I would say probably 30 to 40% of that goes towards the mortgage, and the other 40% goes towards owning expenses like insurance, like maintenance, like property management if you have that hired out, like vacancy, insurance, taxes, all those things. And then there should be $200 to $300 a month left over for cash flow. Great question, though. Keep the questions coming. I'm just a couple minutes behind on questions. So if you just ask it, I will get to it. I promise. Don't worry. This is a great question. This is a great question from Amy. We're talking real estate investing. If you're wondering here on TikTok who I'm talking to YouTube. So stay here, hang out, or go to my YouTube at Sam FasterFreedom to ask questions that I will actually answer. All right. So what are some things that I would need before getting into the BRRRR method? So what you're going to need, in my opinion, before getting the BRRRR method and before investing at all in general is three things that you need. And I just did a YouTube video on it, so I can kind of repeat those. Now, everybody would like me to say, go download this app and you will become wealthy because this app does all the work for you. That's simply not the case. The three things that I'm going to tell you need to start the BRRRR and you need to start investing in general, be successful in real estate or in any business, are not probably what you heard before, but they are effective. And that is having the right mindset, getting the right knowledge, and having the right connections. Let me break those down here quickly. I don't know if that's what you're looking for or not, but that's what works. Having the right mindset. Going into it, understanding that if you're using the BRRRR method, you're not going to become a millionaire overnight. You can and will become a millionaire very, very quickly, but that's going to take 6, 12, 18, 24 months, if not more, to do that. But once you do that, you're setting yourself up for a lifelong success of passive income and equity growth and net worth explosion. It happens quick, just not overnight. So have the right mindset when you're getting into the BRRRR method. The next is having the right knowledge. You can get that by following my TikTok, my YouTube, my Instagram, other great people that, Bigger Pockets has on, my buddy Ryan Pineda, my buddy Kong, Wholesale Millions. Those guys give away a ton of great free advice. So make sure you're following them, following me, following Bigger Pockets, and getting that basis of knowledge so then you can start to go out and at least not stub your toe as much. The third and most important thing that you're going to need to be successful with the BRRRR method or investing in general is making sure that you have the right connections. So join your local real estate investing Facebook groups, join your local real estate investing meetups. I talk about those all the time, but those are so important. Yeah, it's live, I can't cuss. Yeah, there's some scammy people on those YouTube or on those Facebook pages. Yeah, there's, some odd people that go to meetups. However, all the good people in your market that you need to know, all the contractors, all the bankers, all the hard money lenders, all the private money, or not all, but some private money lenders, all the real estate agents, all the wholesalers go to those local real estate investing meetups and are in those local real estate investing Facebook groups. So that gives you the right connections. So right mindset, right knowledge, right connections. Those are three things to start to work on, and they will set yourself set yourself up for a foundation. That's one way. The other way is go to FasterFreedom.com at the bottom /RER, or go to freerentalwebinar.com to get my free training that can help. But just follow my stuff. So hopefully that answered that question. Here's another great question. Keep the questions coming. Don't go anywhere. Share this live with anybody you know that is interested in real estate investing, whether you're watching it live now or watching the rerun. Either way, thank you for watching. So share this. I feel like I'm giving away some decent free advice. So I appreciate you sharing this live and throw your questions in the chat box, and make sure to like this on YouTube and Facebook. So do you prefer traditional hard money lenders or finding cash investors? So I prefer the cash investor, which is the private money lender. They're just a little bit more flexible. Usually the rates are a little bit better. The terms are a little bit more beneficial to you, the investor. However, not everyone has access to a private money lender right away. Not everybody knows where to go, and everybody can find one. Not one person listening to this live can't find a private money lender. They are a little bit harder to uncover, though. Private money lenders. Hard money lenders are easy. You just Google hard money lenders near me. I'm not being facetious. I don't know if that's the right word to use at that time. But anyways, that is the best way to do it. Just Google hard money lenders near me. If they're a legit hard money lender, they will have a website. They will have Google reviews. They will have people that have used them that you can lean on to make sure they're not, bad or scamming you. So always be looking for a private money lender. They're the best, but hard money lenders are incredible to use. They are extremely invaluable to have on your team. There's no reason why you shouldn't be approved with a couple hard money lenders and a couple private money lenders. So work on those funding sources to make it good. All right. Joseph Griffin, since this is a seller's market, are you finding it tough to get good wholesale deals? That's a great question. This is a crazy seller's market. TikTok, head over to YouTube if you want to ask a question. If not, just stay there. YouTube, like this. Facebook, like this video. Since it's a seller's market, are you finding it tough? Yes, we are. It's a little bit harder. I'm shooting a YouTube video tomorrow with Lucas. We flipped 204 houses last year, so it can be done still. And we're off to a pretty good pace so far this year. I think a little over 50 houses. So it can be done, but it's a little bit harder. You just have to get a little bit more creative. And again, I'm going to answer the question, but just letting you know, I answer like all of these questions. I have full YouTube videos on and Instagram posts and content on. So full length videos that explain it with graphics and everything. So make sure you're following my YouTube and Instagram and I guess TikTok if you're not as well, but I will answer the question. Yeah, it's harder, but you still got to do it. So what some things you can do is, kind of try to patch that sales bucket, as in work on your sales skills. You're not going to get as many leads, but the leads that you do get you're going to need to run down. So we run down, a couple of years ago, and it was easier. We would, if the deal didn't make sense on paper, we kind of let it go. But now we run down every deal to the fullest, even if they owe 100,000 or they want 100,000 and it's worth 110 and needs work. We still go there because there are chances where you can still buy the house and negotiate them down. And then we also do a ton of networking. So we bought over 100 houses last year from real estate agents and wholesalers. Go to talk to real estate agents. They're the front lines. They're the people that are coming across the potentially, distressed houses first. And then also wholesalers are the ones that already usually have the house under contract. So those are some ways to do it. If you want to go out and be more active, drive for dollars, use the Deal Machine app, use our code FasterFreedom for a free trial. Why not just try it? Everyone that hasn't should go to dealmachine.com, download the app on their desktop and their phone and use the code FasterFreedom. It's a week free. You get free deal credits and you get a week free try at that week. Just get out of there and cancel if you want. It's no money out of pocket. So that's one way, driving for dollars and go to those meetups and just get your name out there a little bit. I'm shooting a YouTube video on this tomorrow as well. So keep the questions coming. What's up? Back to Bobby. Keep the questions coming. If I miss them, I apologize. So how much money should you set aside per door for emergency? Great question. So at first it needs to be more per door, because if you have 3 properties and 2 ACs go out, which shouldn't happen if you're doing the BRRRR method the right way, you need to have a little bit bigger fund. I would say you should have around $5,000 per door, up to 5 doors. And after that, it can be, a little bit less. But if you have 3 properties, you don't want to have $2,000 in the bank. If you have 3 properties, I think maybe around that $10,000 would be good. We actually have an entire chart that shows exactly how much you should have in reserves per door. I just don't have it memorized. We have that we explain in our Live Rental Academy, where we teach people how to do this. If that interests you, go to, hit me up on Instagram or go to the link below at the bottom, or go to freerentalwebinar.com. But we have an academy where we teach people exactly that kind of stuff. I'm more than happy to give it to you. I just don't know exactly. So at first, have a little bit more per door, but after time, if you have 50 properties, 2 ACs go out, it's not that big a deal. So you don't have to have as much per door. Great question for sure. Keep the questions coming. I love them. If I miss them, I will try to get to them. Your neighbor over in Kansas City, how are you finding the initial lender? So the initial lender for the purchase and rehab of either a flip, a wholesale, just purchase and sale, or a buy rental, with the BRRRR method, you're gonna need a hard money lender or a private money lender. Hard money lenders, I talked about, easy to find. Just Google hard money lenders near me or join those local real estate investing Facebook groups or meetups and you can find them there. Private money lenders, you just need to ask around. I guarantee you know a private money lender, you just might not know that they have extra money or are willing to invest. So you can't just say, hey, I don't know, you give me your money. That's illegal. But you can say, hey, I'm getting in real estate investing, looking to partner with people. You can say, show your successful wholesales or your successful hard money flips. Whatever you can do, you can show your success in a non-braggy way on your Instagram, on your Facebook, on your TikTok, whatever it is. Let people know that you're being active in real estate investing and you are having some success. And hard money lenders maybe will find you by seeing that, but I guarantee you there will be a private money lender that finds you eventually. It might take 2 months, it might take 2 years, but you will find a private money lender by posting about how well you're doing. Everyone, if you haven't yet, please give this video a like on TikTok and or on Instagram and YouTube. Even if you're watching it after the fact, give it a like, please. Keep the questions coming. I love these questions. Andrew, do you have like 5 houses under an LLC, or how does yours work? Great question from Andrew. I've seen you before. So the question kind of is, how are my LLCs set up? Do I have an LLC for each property? Do I have one LLC that owns all my properties? So Luke's and I have 124 residential rental doors right now. I think we have 5 LLCs that own those. So we have 50 houses in one LLC. We have about 50 houses in another LLC. So we're just kind of through advice from, people we know, through CPA, everybody, through lawyers. People maybe kind of tell you different, but how we're doing it, and this isn't the right way, this is just what we're doing. There's probably other good ways, but about every 50 houses we have in an LLC, then every big purchase we have in an LLC. So we have 2 LLCs that own our houses. Then our 32-unit apartment complex has its own LLC. Our 12-unit apartment complex has its own LLC. And then our 9-unit apartment complex has its own LLC. So they're together, but they're kind of separate. That's kind of how we do it. Great question, though. Keep the questions coming. I'm answering questions on YouTube. If you're on TikTok wondering who I'm talking to, head over to my YouTube. Keep the questions coming. I'm getting caught up, so definitely keep them coming. I am 15 and want to know how I can do now to be prepared, what I can do now to prepare. You can do a ton. I love that you're thinking about this when you're 15. I was not. I don't even know what I was doing when I was 15, but not thinking about investing in real estate and wealth. So it's incredible that you're thinking about this. So congratulations. That's a hilarious cat picture. So what you can do now is start to get some knowledge. Follow my TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, other great peoples, and start to soak up all the free information out there. Start to just go after and try things. You figure out your passion. I know that's corny, but you can make a lot of money no matter what your passion is. Make sure it is real estate. So start to get some more knowledge so you understand what real estate investing entails and see if it is a passion for you. With technology, with being able to be efficient and being able to have side hustles right now, or always, I guess, going forward with technology, you can make a lot of money a lot of different ways. So follow your passion for sure. But specifically, you can bird dog. That's getting a property lead and handing it off to investors. So I have bird dogs. They'll say, hey, I just ran across this for sale by owner sign when I was driving, or hey, my neighbor's uncle just passed away and they're looking to sell their house. Here's the lead. They give me the lead. I run it down. I do everything. I do all the research. I do all the negotiating. And if I buy it, I pay them $500, $1,000. So if you're under 18, you can't legally execute a contract. So what you can do is bird dog, which means give leads. You don't have to negotiate. You don't even have to talk to the seller. Give potential good leads to a seasoned investor. They will run it down. If they buy it, they will pay you a fee. That's what bird dogging is. I have a YouTube video on, like I've been saying, I have YouTube videos on all this stuff. So I think that that's one great way to do it. Another way is partner with someone who's over 18, older sibling, a parent. So there's things you can do as far as just gaining knowledge and staying out of trouble and following your passion. And then there's also specific things you can do like bird dog or partner with people. Keep the questions coming. Love it. Thank you for the additional like and share. Before I start, do I need to raise my personal credit score and have some credit card debt and school loans? I have some. Or does a start LLC matter at all? Wow, I screwed it up. But basically, if you got a low credit score, should you start or what do you do? I think is kind of the question. So the link below, not right now, wait till live's over, FasterFreedom.com, RER can help a ton there. It's my real estate roadmap course, but I'll answer it. You do want to have a good credit score. You definitely do. You need a good credit score that helps with life in general. You get better car loans, you get better personal house loans, you get better investing loans with a better credit score. So you need to either build up your credit score by several things. I have a YouTube video on it, but getting it, getting a secured credit card is good. Being an authorized user on somebody's account. Those are kind of things you can do to build your credit from scratch or help repair it. And look up other videos on that. I'm not a credit expert by any means, but there are things you can do to build it or repair it. So do those things, build it from scratch or repair it. However, don't wait to then to get started investing. Do not wait until your credit is 800 to start investing. If your credit's 545, you can wholesale 50 houses this year still, or you can fix and flip using a good private money lender and make 10 to 20 to 40 to whatever, how much per flip. And having that extra cash may allow you to be able to pay a credit repair company to get your credit repaired. The only thing you cannot do and figure out a way is going directly to a bank and getting long-term funding for rentals. You need good credit for that. Other than that, there's always a workaround. And even with that, if you have bad credit, you can partner with someone with good credit. They can bring their credit or money to the table. You bring the deals, you bring the hard work, and you split the profit or have some type of partnership, even if your credit's low. So there's always a way around it. Your LLC initially is going to be tied to your personal credit, so you can't have a horrible credit score, start an LLC, and go buy. So hopefully that answers your question. How do we sign up? Juan, I don't know what you're signing up for, good sir, but thank you for that. Just make sure you follow my TikTok, my YouTube, my Instagram. I give away a ton of free stuff. Go to the link in my bio or go to FasterFreedom.com/RE or hit me up on Instagram for some more free training or freerentalwebinar.com if you're wanting some of my free stuff. Should you buy your rental properties via a trust or in personal capacity? So I buy all my rental properties via an LLC. You can obviously set up a trust that kind of manages that LLC or a big trust account, but I own all my rental properties in an LLC. I am 19 and have 30K net worth. That is way more than I had when I was 19. Awesome. Can I get a home for under 200,000 right now? If you have income, it kind of depends on if you're wanting to buy a house and live in it, you have to go through the traditional bank more than likely, and they're going to want some type of income. So if you have income, yes, maybe. If you don't, no, probably not. However, you can fix and flip or wholesale and do investments at 19 with 30K net worth for sure. Sunshine Forever, love the name. Thanks for being here. Make sure to throw some questions in the chat box, and make sure you're liking this on YouTube or Instagram, or YouTube or Facebook if you're watching. I got TikTok right here, so stay here or go to YouTube. All right, so why an LLC? An LLC is a limited liability company. You're basically starting a company. You're becoming a business owner. You own a limited liability company. You own that company. The reason to do that is kind of to have several reasons, but the main one is to have a legal barrier between your personal assets, your house, your car, and your investment properties. If you own your investment properties in your personal name and somebody falls and breaks a leg, a contractor or somebody at one of your houses, they technically can go take your personal assets. I'm not a lawyer, but if you have that LLC, there is that legal barrier protection. If set up right, can help shelter your personal assets, as well as it kind of helps with accounting and taxes and everything, just kind of have that set up. You didn't answer your TikTok question. You're lame. Bye. I'm unfortunate. Anyways, trolls are funny. All right. Would you buy in metro areas like DC or prefer out of state, especially when initially starting? My suggestion when initially starting would be to buy in your local market. That's what I would suggest to do. I know a ton of people that start out buying virtually. I would buy in your local market as you learn the ropes. You definitely have options. You can do it virtually right off the bat, but I like at first doing that, but you definitely have options for sure. What market? I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. So anyways, keep the questions coming. Oh, trying to pick which market was the question. Sorry. They're both good. I would say Springfield, just a little more people there. What if you don't have somebody to borrow money from? How do I find a private lender? So hard money lenders, just Google them, hard money lender near me. Look them up on local Facebook groups, and you'll find them that way and talk to other investors. Private money lenders, just got to find, put it out there that you're looking to partner with someone, that you're getting and you're getting started investing in real estate. Put that out there, and then just you can wholesale without any money. You don't need any money to wholesale. You get a property under contract and sell it. So you have options. Obviously, no funding or credit limits those options, but you definitely have options. Every person on here is ahead of some very successful people when they started. I promise. You may feel like you don't have anything working for you, but I know a lot of people that are extremely successful that started from not a lot. So make sure you're Do you need a realtor to purchase investment properties? No, you do not need a realtor to purchase investment properties. So I'm in Southern California. Expensive market is still possible. Yes. So most people in Southern California either fix and flip or wholesale locally, and then nationally, if they want rentals, they will go to the surrounding states, Nevada, Arizona, Texas, or in the Midwest to own rentals. It's hard to own rentals in Southern California. It's possible, but it's hard, especially with the BRRRR method. So great questions. If I missed a question, I apologize. I go live every Wednesday, usually at 2 o'clock Central, but 1:30 today because I had a meeting at 2. I got to run off to. So thanks for being here. Make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube on here. If you're not, I go live once a week here. I go live on Instagram a few times a week, and I go live on TikTok several times a week. So make sure you're following Sam at FasterFreedom on all the socials. Go to freerentalwebinar.com if you want my free training. Go to the website that's scrolling across the bottom if you want information. 75% off my real estate roadmap course. So thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Have a good rest of your day. If I miss your questions, sorry. I will get to them either on a TikTok live or Instagram live if you check me out there, or on Wednesday of next week at 2. I will be in Mexico, but I maybe will still go live. If not, I'll have Brian or Luke do it. Thanks for watching, you all. Appreciate you. Make sure to follow me on my socials. Have a good rest of your Wednesday or whenever you're watching this. Peace. Uh-oh, hit the wrong button.